Flosstube, it's Carrie and Stitches. It's Friday the 15th of January and this is Flosstube 88. Hello and welcome. Welcome here if you're a new subscriber, a new visitor. I hope you like what you see. This is my channel all about cross stitch and a teeny tiny bit of other crafts that pop up now and again. Welcome back if you're returning. It's lovely to have you here. Big shout out to the Daily 30 ladies today. A few of you didn't realise I had a Flosstube and you might be visiting for this video. Some of you knew that and knew who I was. I'm Carrie, one of the admins. Hello. Yeah. Welcome to my own little band of crazy. Stealing a bit of Leslie Fat Cat Flossings there, but it is. Anyway, today we have got a big stack of whips, a couple of finishes, tiny bit of haul, and some thank yous. So lots to be getting on with and lots of fun. So excuse the stack of stuff on the table. I was making scissor fobs this week, so we have a little bit there. Sampler still not on the wall. Sorry, sampler. You may know a comment. You may now leave me a comment, Heather. Coffee in my favourite mug. Good old Wallace and Gromit. Right. Where should we start? Okie dokie. So this last fortnight I've been full power ahead for WIPGO. My plans video had my WIPGO boards in, and I've got two. I've got one for my BAPs, and I know for some people they're like, you know, going, that's a medium-sized sampler for me, but they're my BAPs, and you know, we all classify things. I'm very handy for them. Yeah, so that, but they're BAPs to me. There are a couple of other things on my regular, and I've also got a regular board with just kind of a lot of everything else. So I'm just going to go through. I will tell you what I've stitched it. I'll talk a bit about Zombie Run for Daily 30 as well, and we'll have a jolly lovely half an hour, or 15 minutes if you're watching on 2-speed. So first up is my spot sampler, which looks a bit like this. Oh, there we go. This is from Cross Stitcher magazine, or July 2020, and I don't know what issue, but I'm sure I've got it written in the show notes. Do I have it in my notes? Right. Do I actually have my planner here? Spot sampler. No, Cross Stitcher mag. Not helpful, Kerry. Not helpful. So I will. I've also got a chart there. I'm just checking. No, don't know. Anyway, so I will. It's in the show notes. Or at least it will be when I put them in. So when you saw this last, which was 2 weeks ago, all I had stitched was this little row of strawberries at the top, but I hadn't done the yellow in them, and oh no, I need something to put behind it. The ball comes in handy. That's where we're at now. This is the colourful colours of thread, and this is stitched on. Knew that was going to happen. So we're just going to pop that down here. There we go. Where I can't take it out with my arm, although I may take a bead board out, so let's just turn those around like that. There we go. Right, try again. So stitched on 32 count Midas by Chromatic Alchemy, and it's the Midas Linen, and in the colourful colours it's spot sampler by Amanda Butler for Cross Stitcher magazine. Don't know the issue off the top of my head, so I will make sure the issue is written below. I probably ought to make a note of it myself too. It would be handy, wouldn't it? So I've been working on that. So that was part of my WIPGO, and my goal for that was 5 days, and I'm on day 5 today. So I'm hoping to get. So I just need to do. I'm using this for Daily 30 prompts as well. Daily 30 is a closed group on Facebook but we may be opening spots soon, so you know, keeping listen. So I just need to finish the butterfly, and then I'm going to stitch the owl, and then that will be, and possibly do this flower here, or at least the head of the flower, and that will be my work in it for this month. So I don't think it's on the WIPGO board again. Next up, oh, this also was called on my WIPGO board, finally found the shop. This is Santa's House by Prairie Schooler. There we go. Ring lights on, there we go, something like that. There we go. I really like stitching this. It's fun, despite the fact I make a giant mess up on the deer and had to frog a ton of it. I appear to have cut them, but there we go. So that's where I'm at with it. When you saw it last, I only had one deer, so I'll insert a picture here, if I have one, of where it was last. And that's where I'm at. So this is done, just some daily 30 prompts. My goal for WIPGO is actually to finish this year. So, to be honest, not that, obviously I knew it could get called, but kind of felt it wouldn't get until later in the year, so possibly thought I might be a bit further along with it and get a finish in the month, but you know. So what's up next? Oh, big progress on this one. Super proud of what I've done. So this is Cardinal Points in my beautiful Christine bag. That is Cardinal Points. It's a long dog sampler. It's 225 by 225, so I think it's my biggest. Elizabeth Shepherd might be my biggest, but I don't know. So I'm stitching it on some ivory or ivory blush linen or something like that it is, and that's where I'm at. So this is quarter of the page. Sorry, this is half of the design to there. Obviously the other half, and I've got this to about here is one page. So I've made really good inroads on the first page. I did 1225 stitches on that this time. So I'll put my beginning my photograph of where it was last time in, and I'm so proud of how much I've done of that. So I make notes of, if you know, I do make notes of timing and things as I go along, because I don't do my editing. My hubby is very kind and spends most Friday evenings, well, early evening, before he goes off in games, doing my editing, which is really, really lovely of him. I can actually say now I have uploaded 2 videos to Flosstube. His computer died earlier, middle of last year, so I did 2 Flosstubes where I literally just kind of went and upload. So I have uploaded to Flosstube before now, but usually Hubs does all the editing and all that stuff for me, because he's super good like that and has a lot more technical wizardry than I do. So he does all the stuff that you see that makes it look good. So, and I'm sure he'll put a comment in on here. Right, so this is my next WIP is Monkey Wrench, and this is it by Ink Circles, and this is another one of my WIPGOs. So the 4 these are all WIPGOs. This on my big board, 193 by 193. It's big for me. Much Love of a Quaker. I'm going to say I'm stitching this more because it's the title of the Foo Fighters song. I don't know what I'm doing about that. So I'm stitching this on 40 count Fairy Forest from Crafty Kitten. I don't like 40 count, I've decided, although this one is more like 46. I did measure and count. I counted the number of stitches in an inch, so it's about 45, and it's horrible. It's not horrible, but it takes a bit of doing. So picture before of where I was, this is where I am at now. So that was just over about 550 stitches again, so I was pleased with my progress there. I'm stitching this in Silks For You in my own conversion. I looked at the design, and it's two browns and then like a really dark kind of aubergine browny kind of colour. But I decided, and then the blue. So those are my two browns. PR 120 and PR 121, and then I got them to stitch. These two came out of one of their mixed packs, and I forget what the pack was called, so I don't think I have the pack name. But it came in a pack, those are the other two from it. But it was one of their mixed packs, but I knew those two colours would be good for it, and then they just did me two browns based on the DMC conversion. So that's PR 19 and 25. So yeah, I may try and get a tiny bit of the variegated one in somewhere. I'm not sure quite yet, but I do kind of feel like I want to try and get that in. So anyway, so that's Monkey Wrench. And next up is a new start, so no beginning photograph. This is in my bag from Sarah at Sarah, why can't I remember your shop name? It's below. I should just keep your business card in my thing, shouldn't I? That would be useful. Right. Okay, so this is Lindy Stitches. Funky Menagerie, which is that's the first part that's come out, and I'm stitching this on 32 count Rubescent by Chromatic Alchemy, and oh, that's actually not showing up too badly. So kind of colour, it's, you know, pinky peachy purpley kind of colour thing, and that's where I'm at. So that's part of the border. So I'm hoping to get a little bit more. I'd love to get the border done on this before the next part comes out, but I'm not setting myself up to say, oh, I must complete every part, because no, just no. Right, FFOs. No, FOs. I haven't got any FFOs today. I've got two FOs though. I've got the first calendar one from the Cross Stitcher 2021 calendar. That was a lovely quick stitch. I'm stitching this all on various scraps of linen, so that's a 28 count sparkly something or other. Let's see if I can just pull this out. And I am using the call for DMC. I don't know if that's all of it. Yeah. I could just find the tiniest bag I can put things in. So, oh, let's just, where is it? Well, I found the back. Oh, good grief, Kerry. Way to be organised. There we go. Have a look at that. So, that's the part of the calendar. So, obviously, little houses and all that. Right up my alley. Lighthouses and seaside. Perfect. I love these little designs, and they're like 38 by 28 or something crazy like that. So nice easy stitch. When we can get back out, I'm planning to get a little frame to put them in, and I shall just do it once in a while. I might even have it in next to my desk. So yeah, my other finish was a new start and a finish, which is showing you as well, hands-on design, well rounded, and my plan is to do one season, to do one of the seasons each season. That makes sense? Maybe. I'm intending this project to take me 3 years, so one design every season. So I've done the winter one, and this is on green fabric. I don't know the count. I don't know. I mean, I could check the count. I have got it right with it. I just love that. I think it's fabulous. It's all DMC, which is that's all the called for. The fabrics were hand-dyed by Stephanie ones, I think. No, it doesn't say where I can read it easily, so I'm not going to worry about it. But these are the Zweigart fabrics that I picked up in the charity shop a while back, and they're perfect for it. So those are my 4 colours, which I think work really well, because it calls for a green for winter, a bluey grey for autumn, which obviously will be that one, which I think is kind of like pewter. Calls for a beige for summer, which is that one, and it calls for kind of a paley pinky one, but it's, I don't know if it is, but it's got, because it's basically purple and green, I think that will work really nicely. And I'm really pleased with how those have turned out. It was a lovely quick stitch. It's less than 1,000 stitches or something in that one design. That is the smallest of the ones, but it's lovely, lovely, lovely. So that's 2 finishes. Oh, that's spot sampler. Sorry, bundle them. When you look, see, you go, oh no, what did that come out of? But we know, that's okay. Right. Made my planner look a bit fancy. I had some new washi tapes yesterday, so it's all going to be fancy. Right, some thank yous. I am going to say thank you to, I know Christmas has been and gone months ago, but I had lots of lovely cards from people. So thank you to Lindsay, Diana, Joni, Christine, Dawn, April, Abby and Abby's kids, Audrey, Sharon and Dara and Casey for all these lovely, lovely cards. So very blessed, and Lindsay always makes such beautiful handmade cards, and she sent me some floss and a recipe, cookie recipe, and some, yeah, so some lovely Christmas stickers and 6 strand sweets cherry pie. Never used those before, but that's a really pretty colour. I might try and pop some of that in the spot sampler. That'd be cool. Or possibly use it for my monthly ones. I had, the last time my Christmas present from hubby, what do you call it? Customs finally released my what thing. So he bought me this gnome purely because he likes it, and it's actually a mill here. It's actually on fabric, and it's Star Sapphire, which is one of my favourite colours. So I shall enjoy stitching on that. And there were 3 others in the series, so definitely getting hiking gnome because he loves walking, and he walked Hadrian's Wall a few years ago. And the skiing gnome's quite cool. Not so keen on the fishing gnome, but I definitely might get the hiking one. But they're super cute. And he also bought me my love of houses, this little Mill Hill house. Oh, can't do it. There you go. Perfect. I'm not going to take them all the bag because it's Mill Hill and that's going to be a disaster. I have my haul is slightly nutty fabric from Sparklers. It is incredibly pale, kind of beigey colour. I don't know if I can top it against the wall. No, not going to be able to see. I got you've all seen this vintage country mocha from just to do the other calendar I want to do. Well, monthly series. I'm not calling it a calendar, monthly series. And I also got, thanks for the plastic bag in my hand, Christmas Rose from Blackbird Designs, which I think is a beautiful sampler. Absolutely gorgeous. And what I like about it is they've just shown a bit at the bottom, and we found something to cover it up with the chart. No, that's not going to work. But I like that at the bottom, right? It's a great idea for just doing part of it. So, looking forward to stitching that. at some point in the future, because I've stitched hardly any of the Blackbird stuff I've got. And I already have more whips than I've ever had before. Yes, I know 26 isn't many, but yeah, it's a lot for me. Right, so we've done thank yous, haul, whips, that's it. I did, as I said, made a few fobs, which mostly ended up on the floor. If you want to, I can put a couple of pictures. I shall just put a couple of pictures, show a couple of my favourite ones, and I shall put pictures on the little owl with the sparkly owl. That's super cute. And I actually made a fob for me. Is that, no, that's Lottie's one. Oh, mine's on the floor then. Figures. I have a very similar one. Lottie's is more yellow than mine, but I have very similar to that with my initial at the bottom. Been wanting to try out the initial ones from Quiceful for ages. And another big chandelier type one. So I'll put pictures up. And probably one of my favourites. Let's just shove that out of the way. There's some smaller fobs as well, because I know not everybody loves massive scissor fobs. It's got a cute little Tweety bird on the bottom. It's all in pastel pearls. I love that one. It's my favourite, I think, probably. Right, so that's a quick. I don't know whether I'm going to stay on Etsy or not, because there's just so many new rules coming in next week that it's going to be such a headache. So I may just go back to selling on it on Instagram. Not that that's going well, but you know. I don't know. Anywho, should we have a giveaway? Why not? So I'll post anywhere. So what should we say? Hen, chicken, something like that. Let's go with, what's it called? Country Kitchen chickens. So let's call it chickens. So tell me you'd like to stitch the chickens, and I'll post anywhere. So you could easily stitch it. They have got just like that one on the back, just shown as a single chart. So they're easy enough to stitch single charts. So, oh, it's that one there on the back as well. Yeah, but you could easily stitch them all on their own as well. So, tell me what to stitch. Chicken, be over 18, don't say giveaway, be a subscriber, all the things, you know the rules. And I'll do that. I'll draw that in a fortnight's time. So I think that's pretty much it. I've only been watching Flosstube intermittently, so no shout outs or anything this week, other than to my daily 30 ladies who might be finding me. So that's all it is. Next week will be, I'm going to do my favourite things. Cue singing The Sound of Music. So I'm just going to talk through a few of my favourite stitchy things that I have, and I thought that'd be a bit of fun. And I think in a couple of weeks' time I might do designers, my favourite designers. Because I thought I'd done that, but I clearly planned it and didn't do it. So, anywho, so have a great stitchy fortnight, friends. Stay safe and wear a mask, because things ain't good. We're in full lockdown here. I don't know if I said that in my last video. I don't think we were at that point. We're in full lockdown here now, so back to full homeschooling rather than lockdown 2.0, which was school still open yet. So schools are closed. So I'm homeschooling, working from home. Hubby's working from home. We don't go out anywhere. It's fine. Doesn't bother me any. I like being at home and catching up with my friends. So via Zoom, that is. I will speak to you all next week, so take care and happy stitching, friends. Bye bye.